Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am Janine Harry, and in today's particular YouTube video, I'm going to be discussing the ways in which we can master the art of non attachment, flow, and not fear the future. And I will be prefacing this particular video with a story time. So let's get right into it. So yesterday I was home and I decided to make me lunch. I don't usually eat during the day. I'm not really a lunch person. I'm more of a breakfast and a supper type of person. But yesterday I was feeling hungry and I was like, you know what? Let me prepare some lunch. So I stepped into the kitchen and I started cooking. And halfway through, I realized that I had burnt the food. Now, it wasn't burnt to the point of destruction. The food was still very much edible, but it was charred, and I was like 1% disappointed. But for the most part, I was really curious as to why this particular turn of events happened. Okay, because I know that anything that happens is always happening for our greatest good, regardless of whether something great is happening or whether something really crappy is happening. I believe that everything happens for a reason and everything happens for our greater good. And this is definitely the best part about embodying that truth, right? Because a lot of times we know that everything happens for a reason. We go out there and we say things like, don't worry, everything happens for a reason. That reason will be revealed to you. But yet, when bad things happen, we become really disappointed, right? But when you actually embody this particular truth, not only will you know that everything happens for a reason, but you will also feel really excited when disappointments and bad things happen. Because it's in that moment that you actually embody the knowing, the actual knowing that what has happened is happening for your highest good. So in that moment, I knew that, hey, this food burnt. I have no idea why it had to burn, but I know that there is some sort of lesson in this experience for me. You know, there is something here that I need to learn. And I decided to ask this innate intelligence within myself, and this innate intelligence that exists within myself exists within everyone else as well, you know? So I tapped into this innate intelligence within myself, and I was like, reveal to me why this needed to happen. Reveal to me why this food burned. Reveal the wisdom to me, right? Now, obviously, we can come up with logical explanations as to why things happen. For example, I can say something like, I burnt the food because I was deep in thought, or I left the stove, you know, for too long, whatever. I can come up with really logical explanations as to why things happen. You know, it's a human nature to become really logical about things because being logical about things is the mind's way of making sense. But why certain things have happened. So yes, I could come up with a bunch of logical explanations as to why I burnt the food. But beneath every logical explanation lies deeper wisdom that we need to tap into. Okay? Behind logical information is the truth of why something needed to happen. It is the reason that we all speak about. You know, when we say everything happens for a reason, that deeper wisdom is the reason. And I wanted to know the reason. And then it hit me like only a light bulb moment would. And I realized that most often we subconsciously get attached and prepare for certain outcomes. So, for example, when I walked into the kitchen, I simply subconsciously prepared myself to just have this outcome of preparing the meal, having a great meal, and eating, right? That's what I subconsciously prepared for. That was what I got attached to. That was the outcome, basically, that I got attached to. But here's the thing, I never prepared myself for the possibility that that food could burn. Wow, I never prepared myself for the possibility of the unpredictable to happen. And when we use this particular story time to think about everyday life, we will realize that most often we are always getting attached to a certain outcome. When we are making plans or setting goals for the future, we are always thinking along the lines of, well, I'm going to do this so that this can happen. I'm going to take this route so that X, Y, and Z can happen. We always get attached to predictable outcomes. However, we never prepare for the unpredictable because we hardly think about the unpredictable because we are so focused on trying to have a particular outcome unfold, right? And this is why we need to understand that life is unpredictable. The future is not written in stone. Like we think that things are going to happen a certain way, but hey, the future is not written in stone because energy is always shifting and changing in each moment of the day. A lot of times we wake up and we think, hey, today is going to be such a bad day. But you have no proof of that. You have absolutely no proof that today will be a bad day. The opposite is also true. You might wake up in the morning and think today is going to be an absolutely amazing day, and yet you still have absolutely no proof of that as well. Because, as I said, the future is not written in stone, it is subject to a series of unpredictable moments as well. And this is why we fear the future. We fear the future because we get attached to a particular outcome whilst trying to avoid the unpredictable at all costs possible. But here's the thing, if you can open yourself up to the possibility that anything can happen, guess what? Only the good things happen. If you can open yourself up to the fact that life is about a series of flow, where the unpredictable is always subject to occur, great things happen. And don't get me wrong, this is not about fearing the future. This is not about preparing for the worst. In fact, this is about being open to possibility. It's being open to the possibility of miracles. You know, a lot of times we think that something's going to turn out good, but be open to the fact that it might turn out so much better than what you think. Sometimes we think that we're going to receive something. Be open to the possibility that you might receive so much more. That is about practicing the art of non attachment. It's when we do not get attached to a particular outcome, but when we are open to better. And we do not fear even when the unpredictable negative things happen. This is how we flow. And this is how we learn to not fear the future. And I know that it can be really scary to think that life is unpredictable. Like that really brings up a lot of fear to know that unpredictable things can happen. But here's the thing, we are not here on this earth to try and overcome fear. No, we are here to live life despite of fear. So today I want you to release the attachment to particular outcomes and to be open to the possibility of so many great things happening and to not fear the unpredictability of negativity. That is what flow is all about. So today, I want you to strengthen that muscle of non attachment, strengthen that muscle of flow, and strengthen that muscle of fearlessness. And that's all I have for you today. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and let me know what you think. And also, please do share this video with whoever you think might need to see it. Till next time, much love and have a beautiful weekend.